This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJ Tees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union Podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Branko Milosevic in studio. Branko's a black belt under Robson Moura, and he's the owner and head instructor at Northside BJJ. Enjoy.
I hate the 6 minutes. It's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works, never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
Okay, we are live. Thanks.
Branko, welcome. Branko, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I learned, so you hit me up on Facebook as a friend request, and I'm like, who's this guy? I don't even, and he's in Chicago. I thought, because I get a lot of requests on Facebook, and my whole deal is I need to meet the person, or, you know, they have to be in jiu-jitsu. Those are the two criterias. And I'm like, and I immediately sent your information over to Paul. I'm like, Paul, you gotta get this guy. I mean, he's a black belt. He's in Northside. I'm like, well, how do we not know about this guy at all? And he's like, yeah, definitely gotta hit him up. So, and then he checked out your school, and it's awesome.
Trying to do my best.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier, and you started the school 4 years ago.
Yep.
0 students.
0.
All white belts.
0. Yep.
Well,
That's impressive.
no white belts.
I mean,
Just
well,
open
no
the doors.
Just open the doors, right? And then it's just like all we have is white belts, and then you got to make it work. That's to me, I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that has got to be the toughest road.
The stupidest idea.
I don't know if it's that far, but I mean, it's definitely impressive. I mean, you definitely have to have a lot of balls to do that. I mean, basically.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see say if I want to open a school, I'd be like, okay, Paul, hey, you got to come with me, dude. You got, I'd bring some of my friends that already, but you didn't have that luxury because you're coming from Florida.
From Florida, yeah.
Moving out here to Chicago.
Yep.
And then hey, you know what? That's what I'm going to do.
Actually, I started teaching a little bit in one of the Hobson's affiliation at the Lincoln Square, the Degerberg Academy.
Okay.
So I was teaching there for a little bit, but, I thought it was, just I wanted to open my own school, running my own schedule, and doing the way I liked it.
Right.
I didn't believe in 1 hour class and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
All my classes are 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
2 hours classes, yeah, and there's a lot to it, So
And that's with rolling included?
yes, warm up, drilling, rolling. I mean technique and then rolling. Yeah,
Right.
Did you get that from? Is that something from Hobson?
yeah.
That's how he would train.
Yeah, that's how I was down in Florida. Pretty
Wow.
much 2 hours in a burning heat, no air. So
Yeah, of course, right?
yeah, it's quite a different.
Yeah. So then you bring. So do you have a beginners and then advanced, or you just have class?
At the beginning, I just had a class.
Just had a class, right?
It's, and as the school grew, I separated that. Of course, started fundamentals, kids. Now it's time to separate kids, smaller kids from bigger kids. That's all going to happen now in June, and add a lot more classes, daytime classes, and
Right.
even Sundays and stuff like that. Start getting into competition scene again, and pushing there,
Yeah.
getting the name out there. That's it.
So currently, what is your highest ranked belt?
Currently, my highest rank belt is purple belt.
Wow.
Purple at my school, yeah. They're my students. We have guys come,
Sure.
visit and stuff like that. But purple belt is the highest that I have as my students. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Now you have Hobson come out.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be actually in town next week, the 14th. He's having seminar at the Degerberg Academy.
Okay.
But he'll be hanging out with us. Probably going to be at the Fight to Win Pro. Not Fight to Win. I'm sorry. Grappling Games. The pro event.
The pro
yeah,
event.
yeah. He's He's gonna.
Oh yeah,
he's
you're
gonna.
one of your students. We
yeah.
should have grabbed the mic, but
We have two of our guys competing in the
do you?
pro event. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, so far so good. You know.
I competed at that last year.
I think I might even ref your.
Oh, did you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I got triangle.
Then I think I might ref your match.
Yeah.
I did a lot of those with Easy and the other guys, Mike, Sim, and
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
long night. Too many matches.
That was a long night. It was a lot of matches.
yeah. This time I think it's even more.
Is it really?
I think it's
They
like
didn't learn their lesson, huh?
30 matches, right? Something like that. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And if it's 30 matches that starts at 2 in the afternoon, fantastic. If it's 30 matches that starts at 7 at night, bad idea.
Right.
Let's
know?
hope they're like quick submissions.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got the main event,
Yeah.
and there's like 6 people there.
That's it. Yeah. It's a tough one. That's because you want to promote as many people as you can in the to get people in the door, because it's all everyone bringing their family and friends and such. So I get it. I do understand it. I understand how it's supposed to work, but for some reason, it's a tough one. I mean, when you start late, if you start at 7:00 at night, 30 bouts.
Main event comes on after midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one's there.
Referees are sleeping.
Right. No. Yeah. That's a rough one. Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's still jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And everyone has fun. I had a blast, even though I lost, but I still had a blast. It was cool to be on stage and get that type of like feeling of being elevated stage and fighting. I thought I'd be more nervous, but I wasn't. I don't really get too nervous. I only got nervous at Master Worlds. That's where I was like freaked out.
In the pyramid.
No, Masters.
in Vegas.
Yeah, the Vegas one.
They used to have it actually. It used to be in LA in Pyramid.
Oh, was it?
It used to be when I competed 2012. It used to be in LA in Pyramid. Yeah.
Now it's too big, right? It's too many people. 4,500 competitors.
Yeah, you need the convention center for that.
It's just
So they're doing in Vegas this year as well.
doing
Yeah.
Vegas again.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna go this year. Were you gonna go?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to go to this year. But yeah, that's the only time. Like Chicago Open we just had. I wasn't nervous. I was just excited to go. Like they put us on. I'm Masters 3, so they put us on at late in the afternoon. I'm just like, come on, man, put me on earlier. I'm gonna wait all day.
That's how it goes.
I can go to bed early.
They don't care.
They don't care. No.
So when did you start training, Bronco?
Start training 2005 in Clearwater, Florida, with Eduardo de Lima. So it's Gracie Baja, Clearwater.
You're from Serbia, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born and raised over there, and I got here when I was 21.
What brought you to the States?
Like most of the people, like better life.
Okay.
I think it's a lot more opportunities right here, a lot easier to to support your family and just make a living for yourself a lot easier. But like I said, started down with Eduardo with Gracie Baja Clearwater. I got my blue belt from Eduardo, great instructor. Training down there with AJ. He used to be that. When I started, he just got his blue belt. AJ Agazarm. Matt Kirtley too. I think. Yeah. He was a guest in one of your podcasts. Yeah. Matt Kirtley. Yeah, he was also a blue belt. Great guys. Great jiu-jitsu. They helped me out too. I still stay friends with Matt, with AJ. When I see him, he's a little bit. He's changed a little bit now.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little Hollywood.
I remember
a little Hollywood now.
Yeah. AJ Hollywood. Yeah, but he's still a cool guy. I think it's just a show. I guess.
You think so?
I think so.
He plays it well.
I guess, sure. Yeah. Like you said, the show must go on. You're gonna sell the tickets.
That's right.
I mean, the crowd. I think he's a little Conor in that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's jiu-jitsu's Conor McGregor.
Right. Except for he's not good at it.
Except he doesn't win.
Right.
What the heck? He can't win a match.
He was Division I wrestler.
He's hard to submit, but
Ohio State.
He doesn't win a lot.
Yeah, he's a great wrestler, but I'm not sure. How the transformation from wrestling to jiu-jitsu. I don't know where's that. It seems like he has a rough time in the black belt division right now.
Yeah,
especially with a lot of great. It's a tough division, tough.
Sure.
Yeah, so.
So any grappling back in Serbia, or was?
Yeah, and actually no. Like when I moved in 2001, there was really no jiu-jitsu, or maybe even just started then, but like very minor. I actually don't think it started then. So I didn't know about jiu-jitsu. You know, I watch UFC like everybody else. You know, back home we were VHS. We were getting like copies from here. You know, we were all excited to see that. But like I said, you had nowhere to learn from. And then
Right.
when
So
I
does
moved,
Serbia have like judo or wrestling, jiu-jitsu?
Yes. Yes.
Sambo.
Not sambo, not much sambo. I mean, they do have a little bit, but judo they had a good wrestling. We just had like a world champion or Olympic champion. I'm sorry, last year when it was the Olympics. Yeah. We had a guy who was
You
winning.
got judo and wrestling. there.
Yeah, wrestling, judo. Yeah, I mean, it's a good, it's a tough area to grow up with. You know, like to grow up at, and you know, it's just a lot of tough guys. And now jiu-jitsu scene is getting really, really, really. You know, we have a couple guys. One guy signed a UFC contract just right now. One of the guys from Serbia. You know, you have good grapplers coming from over there. So I'm very excited to see. You know, like to see that. You know, because you know, it was not like that at all before. You know, so couple. I mean, like I said, like we talk about Alex in the city, Rajacic. Yeah, so it's top notch. You know, we have Misho in the city as well, another Serbian. You know, there's a couple other guys.
Yeah.
Dan Borovic, I guess, he's from Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
Milwaukee, yeah. So there's a lot of guys, like a lot of guys out there, you know, coming up. I see these young guys, tough guys, you know, and definitely I think in a few years I'm gonna put some, you know, on the map.
Serbia coming on the map, huh?
I think so. I hope
Nice.
so. He better be.
So your first exposure was in Florida.
Yep.
Okay.
How'd you even like? You just looking for a place to work out, and you just
No, man. I kind of like always liked that kind of like because I always looked at like at the real sport. You know, like there's no kicking pads. There is no fighting imaginary opponents. You know, I always liked the art of like that. You're always going to be challenged. You know, like you're always going to have somebody standing in front. He doesn't care if you're tired, if you're gassed out. He's out there to smash. You know, and you got to do your best to reverse the situation or defend yourself or anything like that. So it was always really, you know, it's exciting to me. But at the beginning, you know, like I came here with no family. So like lonely wolf. So I had to work, you know, to support myself. So I didn't have much time for jiu-jitsu. Then, like I said, some things changed. I, you know, started training jiu-jitsu a lot more. And then when Robson moved in Florida, I literally moved 2 miles down my house. And that was
that was in Tempe.
Tampa.
Oh.
Tampa, Florida. Yeah, Gustavo Dantas is in Tempe.
Oh.
Tempe, Arizona. Yeah, that's another guy,
Tempe,
another great guy that I was training with when he comes to Tampa. Him and Robson are pretty close friends. So another great jiu-jitsu instructor. But yeah, Robson moved like really literally like 2 miles down from my house, and you know.
Yeah.
And from then on, I just stay with him, change my game completely, you know, open my eyes for a lot of stuff. And, you know, that was really, really like my turnaround point in jiu-jitsu, you know. So besides like, you know, supporting my family and working, you know, I'm spending a lot of time at the gym over there.
Yeah.
So.
Man, it's crazy. And then you just decided to come to Chicago.
Yeah, you know, it was not really like I would say, like I didn't really choose to move from Florida, but you know, some things happen down there, and then you know, life, you know how life gets in the way. You gotta move, gotta change your life, start everything from the beginning. You know?
Reset. Gotta hit the reset button every now and then, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta hit that reset button.
Gotta hit the reset.
You know?
Cut everything loose, and
I'm like going through that right now. I feel like just reset, like just get rid of everything. Just
it feels good, but it's tough, you know.
Minimalist. You need to live a minimalist lifestyle. So
that's what I'm.
You have too
trying
much
to do.
shit.
Too much.
You got a lot of clutter and toys
do.
and fucking nonsense laying around.
It's crazy.
That's good. I mean, I'm glad that you mentioned it. That's the next step in my career, like minimalizing my life, just quitting job, just doing jiu-jitsu. You know,
Right.
You know, prepping your meals, cooking do all the stuff. You know, work out. No more, you know, not buying anything that I really need. You know. Unless I really, really need something, just focus on jiu-jitsu training, personal growth, getting on competition scene, you know, travel, compete, you know. But
so
that's my goal.
You plan doing fight to win and
anything
Worlds.
really that I can get my hands on, you know, like Masters Worlds. Hopefully I'll have time to prepare for this upcoming Master Worlds. You know, I'll be 39 in September, so that still keeps me a Master 2.
Yeah, it does.
I'm pretty comfortable at that. Lightweight division. And I feel strong for lightweight. You know, that's my first goal. Hopefully, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little rusty. I haven't competed in about 4 years, but you know, I just get out there. You know,
Right.
what you know, what's the worst thing I can lose? Oh well, you know, another
Right.
experience. You know, and then from there, you know, if they invite me for Fight to Win or any other competition they're around or traveling a little bit, you know.
Well, Fight to Win's coming May 5th.
Yeah, that's
Vives versus, do you see that?
Yeah.
Bill
the Grill.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's a cool match.
That's I haven't seen.
On Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bill the Grill competing in.
He did.
around.
He just competed recently. And he
Really?
lost.
I think in Fight to Win also.
Yeah, he lost against. God, now I'm drawing a blank.
Because he was like for a while he was
For a
like,
while he was out,
He was he was not on the map for a while. I don't know why.
But he's tall, isn't Bill? He's like a really tall dude compared to like Vives, right?
I don't know how tall he is.
He looks tall. So Vives is short and wide.
Right. I don't know.
He is,
Yeah,
right?
I just saw him at the grappling games.
Oh, did you
yeah.
see him?
How was grappling games?
It was good, you know. I mean, I didn't really like the location, honestly. Like Auckland is, I think, it's a little bit better,
Definitely.
closer to the city.
Yeah, Linwood is-
is
that's a tough one.
It's a hike, you know. It's you gotta go down there. You know, about took me an hour from my house.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a tough ride down there, but. You know, it is what it is. You know, we had some kids, get some adults competing. So, you know, getting out there, coaching, do what I got to do, and that's it, you know.
Right. So you're working full time right now, and
Unfortunately.
yeah, and teaching at night, right? It's a lot.
Long
and
days.
Then you've your family too to take care of.
Yep.
But you were telling us off the air that you're quitting your job next month.
Yep.
And
I announced this.
yeah,
I hope they don't listen.
the big announcement.
There you go, Paul. Way to go.
Thanks.
He might be getting fired. We don't even know.
Now you got to do it, right?
No,
I'll help you out.
Yeah,
so
Paul's
good.
good.
He won't
Paul's
be.
good at that.
Yeah, Bronco won't be in on Monday. Sorry.
Calling sick.
Yeah. And you're just doing jiu-jitsu full time after that, right?
Yep. Definitely doing jiu-jitsu. You know, like I said, like that's always been my dream. You know, and I probably took like the opposite path from everybody else. You know, like a lot of people like start teaching at the gym, get a certain number of students, then they move and they open their own gym. For the most part that I've seen, right?
Right.
I went quite opposite. You know, I opened my gym, then I collected students. It was pretty tough, but you know, it's now school is looking good. You know,
Good.
You know, a lot of kids, a lot of adults. So it's, you know, I feel comfortable right now.
Right.
And do you have like open mats as well?
Yep, open mats on Fridays. That's growing right now too. Friday evenings, 6 p.m.
Oh, nice.
That's and I'm probably gonna add Sunday. Once I start with this Sunday, probably gonna add another open mat or play around, see which works better.
Yeah, that's good.
So, how did you get your first student? Do you remember the first student that walked in where you're like, welcome, yes, I have one.
Well, this is how it happens. They're still in my school.
That's awesome.
All three of them are still in my school. They are purple belts right now, and my first student actually is Jake. He came from Daggerberg. You know, he heard I was opening school and he was like, "Yeah, I want to train with you." Okay, so that was my first student. Then two other guys just roll around, saw the sign, you know, and they're still in school. You know, they're still training with me, doing good. You know, competing. One of them competed today, so it's pretty good. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. It's like,
And then how did you market it after that?
you know, there was, I mean, marketing is like everybody else, like Facebook sign. I actually just ordered a big sign, like double face neon sign. That's costs money, I
Right.
guess, a little bit. And yeah,
Yeah.
so you know, just like everyone else, spending money on, you know, social media and signage and, you know, flyers and anything you get your hands on, word of mouth
Word
and
of
stuff
mouth
like
is
that.
good,
That's
yeah.
that's the best,
The best
usually.
one,
Yeah, that's
of
usually
course.
the best, you know.
Right.
That's usually the best, you know.
But your school is located where is it exactly?
It's on Irving Park, right between Kenzie and Kimball, right? Yeah, that would be the closest. Yeah, like kind of a mile off 90-94 over there. Yeah, for Irving Park. Yeah, so pretty.
What is
pretty
that?
cool.
What is that considered?
It's right on the border of Irving Park and Albany Park.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't know, you know Rio Jiu-Jitsu?
Yes.
It's in the same street, like half a mile west from Rio. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's
Now, what type of mat? Like how much square footage of mat?
mat. It's about like 1,000 square feet of mat, tatami mats. I mean, tatami mats, zebra mats.
Okay, yeah.
Zebra mats. Got really nice zebra mats. You know, I have a small weightlifting room right next to it as well. Just a nice lobby, nice clean, you know, organized, and you know, like it's getting tight right now. You know, some night classes are, you know, it's getting tight.
Yeah.
So I already talked to my realtor
Did you?
about looking around for
That's good.
for bigger space.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm happy. I'm proud. You know, like
course,
it's tough.
yeah.
It's a tough thing, you know, to do, but you know, you feel satisfied when you see the thing that you spend so much time and passion growing, expanding, getting bigger. You know, you gotta feel good about yourself. But like I said, it's not easy at all.
No.
You know, something has to suffer right there. You know. So you're not going to be able to compete and train like competitor, right?
Right.
Go there and then support your family and work and everything. You gotta focus on something and do it right. You know,
Right.
if you spread around 10 different ways,
Yeah.
something's gonna fall through the cracks. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You miss competition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So much that I'm gonna quit my job.
So quitting your job and doing jiu-jitsu full time, is it more of a like, okay, you're at a certain point, the academy is at a certain point where you said to yourself, as soon as I have X amount of students, I will do this full time? Or is it more like, I want to compete, I don't care, I'm just quitting? And
No. I'm a parent before everything, you know, so
Right.
I have, I have responsibility towards my daughter, my family to support that. And, you know, it was the point, like this academy started making enough money, enough student that I can, you know, take my time and just do jiu-jitsu, you know. And then, of course, you know, it comes like, I'm want to compete, you know, like I want to really get out there, you know, test myself again, put myself through some, you know, competition preparation. I like actually preparing for competition. That's my favorite part. Competing is great, but like preparing for competition, the pump up and
Yeah.
workouts and cardio and when you feel like so strong, you feel like, you know, like you feel so good about yourself until you get
bust
crashed.
out of your shirt.
Until somebody checks you back into reality.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like, I guess I was
Yeah.
not there. So you know, that's what I like. I miss that feeling, you know, of being like, you know, full adrenaline, like feeling strong, you know, pumped up, and that's my favorite feeling, you know, getting out there ready, you know. So definitely missed it. So
Gotcha.
time to get back at it.
And where do you think what competition would you like to come back to first?
I'm gonna shoot for World's Masters this year.
Okay.
I would like to. I mean, I'm probably roughly gonna have about 3 months to get ready. I think it's doable. I mean, like I said, I don't expect to win. In 2012, I had a really good chance to win it at purple belt, and I was really close to. But you know, sometimes you make mistakes. But you know, like I say, it doesn't matter the result at this point. I don't think it's something I'm really too concerned about.
Right.
I'm just want to go and just get the routine back again. You know, compete,
Right.
get the feeling, get the the butterflies in the stomach gone and stuff like that. So, you know, there's going to be some tough names, you know, like Master 2, Black Belt Division, lightweight. You can have someone that's been training jiu-jitsu since they were, you know, in the diapers, you know. So it's like...
It's a different
like-
animal, that black belt division.
Yep.
Fuck.
You know, but, you know,
It's like when I think about it, I'm just like, oh my god, there's no like levels there.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yep.
you got like,
And there's, you know, you're fighting at the top. There's nothing beyond that
There's
point,
nothing
you know.
beyond it.
So it's why not, you know. And I train with some great black belts in Robson's Academy down there, you know. You know, every time I go down there to Florida, you know, he always has somebody either from Brazil or from around, you know, training. Great guys. We used to train with a lot of good guys down there. But I mean, I feel okay. I mean, technique is there. Just the timing is going to be
right.
my main focus, and cardio, you know,
Right,
conditioning, you know.
The Masters division is interesting, especially the black belts, because it's like, you know, you're talking like you're Master 3, right?
Right.
You're 43.
Yes.
So
42. I'll be
40. I'm
42
sorry.
this year.
Excuse me. I was way off there. 42. Old as balls, basically. No. it's like, am I competing against a guy who just got his black belt last year, or has he been a black belt for 20 years?
Exactly.
You know,
That's. I mean, in Worlds 2012 when I went, there was some. I mean, some crazy big. I think I'm pretty sure Comprito was there. Was there fighting? There was Robson. There was Gustavo Dantas. There was Peter Shaolin. There was. I'm not sure. I think Bruno Bastos, Enrico Bastos was there. I mean, it was just like mad. I mean, you imagine getting that in that division, like, and with Robson, it was Daniel Beleza. I don't know if you guys remember. He's another great belt. Like he was fighting in the Rooster, but guy is like a 6 foot. 6'1". I mean, he's tall, lanky.
At
like
Rooster?
At Rooster, he was fighting with Robson and what's the other? I cannot remember his name right now. He was with Coyote. Then he separated. The guy with the mohawk, shorter guy. I can't remember.
The guy with the mohawk.
And then Caio beat him when they competed.
Oh, Christian Woodmansey?
No. He's a Brazilian guy. Brazilian
guy.
I might remember his name. I mean, it was a stacked division, and then it was and Marcelo Pereira from Naples. He was also fighting. I mean, it was tough guys over there. I mean, World Master was like a world of legends. There's like a lot of guys over there, great names. And then nice to see all those guys compete.
Yeah, because I mean, to compete, they're not like not training. You know what I mean? So those guys are like train all the time, and they got all that wealth of knowledge, and you just have to they're going full clip.
Yeah, I mean, you go just like I said. I was looking at the Robson's division. Like he was obviously he's my professor, but the guy's been jiu-jitsu black belt since he was 18. Both him and Shaolin. At that time, he was maybe 30. So you have somebody who's like 17 years in his black belt, and talking about somebody who's 17 years a high level black belt.
Right.
And now you gotta compete him, and he trains every day. He's a wizard. It's just like
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Right.
What can I surprise him with?
Exactly.
That he doesn't know.
Right.
So it's just like that's a tough one. Yeah.
That's one that's just like advantage, or 0-0, and you're winning by.
Yeah. But that's only one thing when you go to a tournament. You just gotta try, give your best.
That's
It's just what's the worst thing can happen? You lose. Oh well.
Right. You learn.
Go train some more. Go get to the next one.
I mean, I enjoy getting my ass kicked by everyone. I really enjoy it. Like, it doesn't faze me a bit.
Don't give me that shit. You were about to cry at Master World.
Oh, Master
You were so
Worlds,
fucking depressed.
I was a little upset. Yeah. I didn't know what to expect.
Zito's always going around, it's no big deal. You win or you learn. He was like clinically depressed for 48 hours at Master World after he lost his match.
Well, first of all, it was like the guy that... he just gave me a bad vibe, man. That guy was just like
he was too. Anthony likes to talk to his competitors before the match. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. How's everything going? Tell me about yourself.
Soften him up.
This guy did. This guy was in the zone and didn't really want to talk to anyone.
And super aggressive.
That upset Anthony.
Even Andre said he was super aggressive.
Did he win the division?
No, he didn't win the division.
He didn't win the division.
He took second.
He took second.
Yeah. But you know what? What made me not depressed, but what made me kind of like sad was like,
not only did he beat me, he didn't talk to me either.
No. But what opened my eyes was that at that point I was a 2.5 year I was in jiu-jitsu, right? Mm-hmm. And there was guys competing at the division who were blue belts for like
4 years,
a long time, and I'm just like, hey, we're not really planning on
saying he's a sandbagger.
I'm not saying he's a sandbagger. I'm just saying he's a sandbagger.
Okay.
I'm just saying it wasn't a very, and it kind of, I'm spending a lot of time, money to come.
Because you win or you learn, right?
Yeah. So
what did you learn?
I learned that I have to be definitely more prepared.
Okay.
And be definitely more aggressive, at that level.
Was the first match or no?
What's that?
Yes, his first
match. First match.
Yeah, first match. He beat me 2-0, takedown, and I just couldn't get that guy off me. Like I couldn't do anything.
It's a different way when you're in a big competition. Like for some reason, it doesn't work. A lot of things don't work. You try to push a guy off, it just doesn't work. Like there's no energy. Like I guess it's adrenaline or the lights or the big crowd. I don't know what it is, but it's like altogether probably.
And I think I just feel that I don't know. I don't take a lot of things very seriously. You know, when it comes out, I'm just like, you know, we're all here to have fun. We're in our 40s. We're competing. That's awesome. And maybe I'm too breezy. I don't know. But that guy was like, he was mad at me. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but I wouldn't want to hang out with that dude. No, but that dude doesn't have friends.
No, I'm not hanging out with that guy.
Yeah.
No. Maybe he didn't speak English. Maybe I'm just an asshole. And he like, didn't understand what I was saying. That could be the case too. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just in the zone. One of those dudes where it's just, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm right. I'm preparing here.
I'm snapping you down. I'm taking you down, and you're not going to be able to
He
stop
was
me.
very, very serious about winning Blue Belt Master 3 Worlds. He was very serious about it.
Yeah, he
Like,
was very serious.
He was looking for that life-changing sponsorship.
Yeah. So, I did. Of course, I learned. But, you know, next time around, you know, I'm definitely be more prepared for sure. But, you know, I compete out here, and I enjoy competing at the Chicago Open and doing tournaments around here, and that's fine. I'm probably going to do another Open. Paul and I talked about, like, maybe going to do an Austin.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty cool one to do. You know, just kind of leading up. Just get more IBJJFs in our belt, because I still, even this Chicago Open we just did, you know, I'm playing my game. I'm trying to work my game, and, you know, I still have to get on that
Confident level.
point level, right? Yeah. I still have to think points. You know, I gotta
Right.
think like, okay, I gotta stop. Okay, sweep. Okay, I gotta hold. You know, I'm not in that still. I'm still in that sub only.
Yeah.
Like I'm just looking for the submission. I'm looking for the submission, and even though Andre's beating it out of me for sure, Paul gets a little bit more than I do when it comes to the point game and the IBJJF rule sets.
I have the same problem. I like submission. I like to hunt submission. Only,
Yeah.
but you know, it's more strategy on the IBJJF.
Yes,
you know,
that's a strategy.
they give points for something that, I mean, there's some not, it's like, it's a funny rules, you know, sometimes you get some points or some advantages for something that like really,
Right.
but you know, you just gotta play strategic and change your game a little bit.
Right.
But
Right.
I think, I mean, I like the same thing, you know, like I always like to go for submission,
Yeah.
you know, but sometimes you gotta change, and that was the world's masters. But my first opponent was like, I was looking at him, I was like, how the hell are we in the same division, man? This guy's like, I mean, huge, like no neck, nothing. I was like, this is gonna be a tough one. So I played a little different. I beat him. So it's like that was pretty good. I was like, okay, now if I got him out of the way,
Yeah.
it should be much easier. And then, you know, it was pretty good. But like I said, you know, I gotta change. I am a little bit. And I was like, I cannot play any funny stuff with this guy. So I gotta
Yeah.
break him down strategically. You know, so
Right.
that's sometimes you gotta change it up.
Yeah. Are you a super aggressive fighter, or are you?
I don't know. Am I? Depends on my mood. If I don't work too much, yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
like to go like smash and pass and go
Yeah.
on, you know. But I also like I said, I like modern game. You know, I don't know why people have against berimbolos and stuff like that. You know, berimbolo is not for street and stuff. Yeah, but it's doing very well at the high level black belts. You know, like divisions. You know, you look
Right.
at Miao's and Cayutera and Mendes brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and all these guys, man, they're all into that game. Johnny Grippo, I mean, all that game. That's all they're doing. It's just like,
For sure. I mean, if
It's
it's
just-
just the berimbolo in the street argument. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're good enough to hit a clean berimbolo against a resisting guy who's a trained jiu-jitsu fighter, you know enough jiu-jitsu to handle somebody in the
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
You're not going to like,
Is that always the argument? I
well,
maybe
it's
I haven't
like
paid attention.
who's going to invert on the street? Nobody's going to invert on the
Yeah.
street. You're not going to need to because you're already going to be smashing the
gonna
guy
pull the
with.
guard.
Yeah, exactly.
you're not gonna do anything.
The street. You're going to scissor sweep 99.9% of people on the street. The old scissor sweep will work in the street. You know, there's no need for a berimbolo.
yeah. But you know,
So-
I mean, I think it's, you know, I think it's effective. You know, like I fell in love with that kind of game. You know, there was something a little different when they show up. You remember with the Mendes brothers and Caio and all these guys when they start doing berimbolos. You know, and it was game changing for a lot of guys. You know, and Cobrinha and all these guys. You know, it was just like something new. And they always, every year they come up with some new moves, some new names. But that was one that really.
Was it called something different before?
No.
No.
Actually, the name Berimbolo came out a few years ago. I mean, I never heard it before. I mean,
So the move was being done.
yeah,
but no one
the
knew
name,
it.
sure,
we did.
For sure, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the move was being done.
Yeah.
We did a little differently back in days.
Right.
Now everybody, of course, they have their own
Right.
style of doing different grips and stuff like that. But the move was there. Yeah, the move was there.
It seems like all that, like, people post on Instagram these moves and there's names to them, and then there's always like that post of like someone in like black and white doing the exact same move. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, that we've been doing that for 50 years. You know,
We just call it a choke.
right?
You know?
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Kiss of Dragon.
Right,
And now,
yeah, now it's
I
like-
was like, okay, let's.
It's gonna be hard to invent something nowadays. You know?
Yeah.
There's systems.
There's so many
that they
moves
do.
now. I mean, it does make it, I suppose it organizes it in your
Okay.
mind a little
Yeah.
bit when you
Yeah.
could kind of identify it. And this is a Darce, this is a that, and
Right.
but as far as like Mineko, we're like, hey, he's like, yeah, this is a choke, this is a choke, here's another choke here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't, those old school guys
Yeah.
don't name anything. You know?
Yeah.
But in a competition, if you're like, grab the loop choke, and you're like, oh shit, loop choke
Yeah.
right
Right.
there. You know, it's
Yeah.
good to get that out there because you can't just say choke 'em. I'm trying. Or,
Right.
Oh, this choke. Oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
that choke.
Yeah.
You know, so I get the whole naming convention, but I just don't like the whole like pretending like I invented it. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, you didn't invent it.
And now there's like competition with like who could come up with the most creative name for it, and
Yeah.
is this name catchy enough? You know, it's like the move's fine. It doesn't need a catchy name.
But there's
Yeah.
so many names for the same move, like just like reaping position. You know, you've got the saddle, the 411. There's so many names for that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
What about crackhead control?
Only Eddie Bravo.
That's a
Only
good
Eddie
one.
Bravo. It is. That's real. That's
I'm
real.
not surprised.
Yeah, I know. But that's when I first got back into jiu-jitsu. That's what I was like. I'm like, oh, they named all this shit.
Well, Hobson has what, 99 guard? He calls it, or
93 guard.
93 guard.
93 guard. It's like
It's a knee shield,
it's
right?
a knee shield, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
what it is.
Z guard?
Z guard, pretty
guard.
much, and shin guard.
See, there you go. There's 3 names for one.
Oh yeah, there
position.
you go. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, 93 guard. Yeah, that's what they call it, And same thing with chokes. You have a Bravo choke. Some
Yeah.
call it Darce. I mean,
Right.
just like
What do you call it?
Bravo, because I learned from Brazilian guys. They used to call it Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo choke. Bravo
All
choke.
right, so you're
One
on team
Bravo, yeah.
James Klingerman then.
Yes, you are.
You guys are fighting a losing battle, though.
They call it Darce. I was like,
The youngsters.
It's a Bravo choke.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, it's some, like I said, Brazilian call different, like Americana, Kimura, all the stuff, it's a key lock, it's an Americana, it's a key lock,
Yeah.
is it like, it's-
Double wrist lock.
Yeah.
The catch
Paul felt
wrestlers
that
call
one.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's, as long as you know the move, it's all good.
Right.
I guess, I don't care about the name.
Right. As long as I could hit it on you,
Yeah.
I'm good.
So how's your 93 guard?
It's okay, I like what I learned from Robson from there, but I like better passing than 93 guard. A lot of guys like to play the shin guard. I'm not shin guard, I'm sorry, the knee shield.
Yeah.
A lot of guys like to play that, and I was focusing more on like working against that guard because they can be a tough guard. You can be really easily lured into something. But I was focusing my time last year or so just trying to focus just passing that kind of guard, like a knee shield guard. Yeah, so
I play that guard a lot.
you do. Yeah, it's a very popular guard. If you don't know how to deal with it, it's just like it can be pretty annoying. So.
But the guys who pass my guard are super annoying. Do they know how to pass that guard? That's a fucking tough day for me.
Yeah.
It's really, it's like I gotta totally change. It's a tough day. But when they don't know how to pass it, it's so
Yeah,
nice.
it's sweet,
It's
right?
so nice to just keep them because I play
Guard.
Yeah, I play guard. So it's always big guys trying to smash into me. So if I can keep them away,
You keep them off, but do you
Keep 'em
attack from there?
I attack.
What's your sub from knee shield?
From knee shield, well, see, I have very active hooks. So if I'm not sweeping them, I'm always grabbing that overhook, and I'm looking for the arm bar from there. Usually the bigger guys, they keep their hand extended out on my lapel, and I could just clamp onto that arm and then just take that arm bar. So it opens up a lot for me. And then obviously Omoplata's opened up a lot from Knee Shield. Lot of stuff. I like working a lot of game from there.
Nice. It's a good guard, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind
when
of guard player
when
you-
Hobson comes out, I'm gonna have to ask him for some pointers.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Think he'll help me out.
He's a wizard. I mean, you can ask him about any position.
I would love to.
literally, like, the guy's he's a genius when it comes to jiu-jitsu.
So are you guys hosting a seminar then?
Not in my academy. He's doing it at the Daggerbrook.
Oh, at Daggerbrook,
we cannot do back to back because we are so close, and there his affiliation as well. So
Okay.
like, but that's his one of his black belts was at Rodrigo was at our school like last month. He was in our school last month, and I'm gonna have another guy from Abu Dhabi, Flavio. Flavio probably coming next month as well. He lives in Richmond, Virginia right now, running school down there. But he was in Abu Dhabi for quite a while over there, like with the rest of the instructors, working for the government over there.
Yeah.
They had a program. I don't know if you're familiar with that. So they put jiu-jitsu in all the schools and military and police academies. So they used to hire a bunch of black belts from Brazil to go over there and teach the kids, police officers, and military.
How long has that been going
Nice.
on?
Oh, that's been going on for 10 years now, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They used to pay really, really well. Really well, but, to live in Emirates is a little bit different, I don't know if I could live it's too humid for me, it's too hot.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, the culture. would
Culture,
be-
yes. That's a big...
That's everyone walking around in robes, right? Pretty much.
When I talked to Flavio last time, he said that things change a lot. He was living there 7 years, and he said things change a lot. You don't see as much, and they're not so strict. They used to be
really?
like pretty tight. You couldn't do anything pretty much.
Yeah.
But I guess, and the money was good over there. Nobody was complaining. They were doing over there just train jiu-jitsu all day long, get paid. Hell,
Well, is there a nightlife there?
Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai is fairly close to Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
And, you had like a good paycheck, free ticket to go back home, health insurance, tax-free. They were making good money, saving good money, So, and train jiu-jitsu, all day long. So, and not just train jiu-jitsu with another 20, 30 black belts.
Yeah.
So,
That's nice.
yeah, I mean,
Man, they've got has anyone come out of there yet? Like as killers? Like anyone come out there competing?
They have one guy, I really cannot pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He's from Emirates over there. He's a black belt. He's a good guy. But they used to have like Alexander Trans coming over there. Henzo was there. I don't know if Henzo was probably not teaching, but just probably working with the guy. Pablo Popovich, I think he's still over there. I think he's still over there in Emirates. There were some good guys going over there,
So they
yeah.
teaching it like as a form of like a gym class, or is it like part of the curriculum?
One
or
of the
some sort?
sheiks over there, he was studying in US and he got his black belt, I think, in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think he got his black belt in the States. And then when he moved over there, he was talking to his dad. Obviously, they have a lot of finances to support it. And they was like, hey, this is a great thing. Why don't we bring it over here and teach kids in schools? And so they did it.
Of course.
They do ADCC. They do all these tournaments, now that's, top notch, So
So is it all the schools over there? Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure all the public schools,
Right,
and
public,
So
and
there will be
police.
killers coming out of there in about 15 years from
Right.
now.
Police.
Everyone.
Like I don't understand. Like they're already doing it, right? And obviously we can see what's going on if we really looked into it, right? We can find out, how everything's going. I don't understand why we don't incorporate something like that out here. Why does
Money.
Yeah.
Really? What could it actually cost? I mean, you have a gym class right now.
Right, but who's going to teach them?
I mean, you can get easily a high-ranked purple belt to teach beginner kids easily. You know what I mean? You don't need a black
For free?
belt. No, you'd pay them,
Yeah,
of course.
right.
But
It's money.
just saying, that
Mats.
it just seems to me that
D's.
yeah. What's wrong?
I mean, they're canceling programs at school.
Are they
right
really?
now? They're not going to
Yeah.
certainly not going to add one that you have to buy
They're
mats.
canceling
and-
stuff?
Yeah,
They're
dude.
canceling
Music
stuff.
programs, art programs, all that
After
shit.
school programs
Yeah.
might be gone as well.
Get
Dude,
out.
dude,
This isn't just Chicago or ever throughout the whole United
there's so
States.
many states that are in debt.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is terrible. what the hell's going on in the world? See, I don't pay
And
attention.
on
I
top of
don't- I
that,
don't
nobody
care about
cares. No, nobody cares.
Yeah.
This is baseball country.
Oh no, don't say that, dude.
Yeah. What's the most watched thing on TV sport wise?
It better not be baseball.
The NFL and NASCAR and baseball.
I think NASCAR beats everything, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn.
NASCAR's a tough one to beat. I don't get it. I mean, it's a car driving around in a circle. Sorry if I offend anybody on
Yeah,
that.
you're offending.
I just don't get
Offending
that
all
one.
our white trash listeners.
I just don't get it. I mean, I can appreciate a fast car.
Yeah, but not driving.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's a circle.
It's
I don't
like,
know.
yeah.
Do they
I mean, I
make-
know there's stuff
It's
about
left
that.
turns, right? Or is it left turns or
Left.
is it right turn? Yeah,
It's
it's
all
all
left.
left turns.
Left.
All left, man. They
All
can't go right. Like Zoolander.
Can't even go right.
Can't turn right.
Huh.
But yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, NASCAR, great.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
But how many NASCAR drivers are there? It's not that many, right?
Right.
Like
I mean,
100?
I don't know. And then America, it's like try and convince people, like, oh, you know, everyone's
It's too much corruption.
Well, that and it's
Way
like,
too
well,
much.
my kid's going to get hurt and this
Yeah.
and as soon as the kid
Legal,
comes home
yeah.
with ringworm one time, that's it. He's getting pulled from the pro. You know what I
And you
mean?
get sued.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get sued.
but you're suiting kids up with like, football, and they're getting concussed out there.
Yeah, that's way worse.
That's right.
That's horrible.
You got that right.
Yeah, right. Football. Why does it got to be like a country accent, Paul?
I don't know.
Can't have an Irish broke with that. Won't work.
Trying to sound like a Republican over here.
Is that what Republicans sound
I
like? They're in the country. Oh man, but no, I think obviously there's way too much corruption to get anything done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's in debt. It's
Yeah.
totally in debt.
It just
There's
doesn't.
no
make
money
any
for
sense.
anything.
Every year,
They're
I've
shutting
been-
schools down. Whole schools they're
Right.
shutting down.
Every year I see well, not every year, but every 4 years when the term's up for the governor or whomever, it's just like, oh yeah, nothing ever changes.
We're going to change.
Nothing ever changes.
Nothing.
How come no one's figured this out?
Hope and change, baby.
Nothing ever changes. It's the same bullshit all the time. How could that be?
Hey, the next guy is going to change it.
The
next guy.
It's just so weird to me that we
Next
just
guy or
haven't,
gal,
like-
excuse me,
Right.
is going to change it.
I just find it odd. That's why I can't get in the news. I can't get into all that. I just can't do it because you know what? It's the same shit. If I turn the station on now and then I went back in a time machine 10 years, it'd be the exact
The
same
exact
thing.
same thing.
It's just-
100% the same.
It's like, what's the point?
I wish you could read the Serbian news. I wish
Oh,
you
yeah?
could read. Yeah.
Do you
to see
guys
that.
have fake news?
We have a fake government.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
So I don't see why don't we have a fake news. Yeah.
Right.
It's like it's just like a pions over there.
Really?
They don't make any decisions. You know, it's just a joke. Trust me, man. Like I have no desire to be related right now to the.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud for where I'm from and stuff like that, but like right now, what's going on over there? It's like you think he's bad here. It's like it's a horror over there. It's a nightmare, you know. But that's
What was
a
that pride? Like, I can appreciate you being proud. Like
Yeah.
but I don't even know where that even comes from. Like, I don't know if I can say I'm proud to be an American when I've never really been anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like.
Yeah.
You're proud to be from Serbia. But you came to America. And you're proud to be
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
But I'm like not from Italy. I'm fourth generation.
Yeah.
Am I proud to be American? I don't know if I'm proud to be
Proud
American.
to be Italian?
I don't even know if I'm proud to be Italian because I've never really been around to see even say I'm proud to be an American right now.
Right.
Because I don't know. I don't really like a lot of shit that we do.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are proud of like certain values that a culture holds, whether they, practice this sort of religion, the food for that, they enjoy the music from here, like emphasis on family or what,
Okay.
They say, I'm proud of that. You
Right.
know what I mean? Little do they know that every single culture has the exact same thing. It's basically what you're raised with is what you're proud of.
Right.
Like I'm proud to be Irish for the same reason you're proud to be Serbian.
But
It's
you've been to Ireland. You go to Ireland.
Yeah, I've been
I don't
there.
go to Italy.
Right.
I've never been to Italy.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to speak the language. Nothing. So I don't know if I'm proud to be Italian. I don't know. I mean, we're like
I'm
like
proud
we're-
to be your
we're-
paisan.
Thanks. we're like we're.
Can I say that? Is that derogatory?
I don't think so.
No?
Like, paisan's all right.
Is
It's like
it?
friend, right? It's like
It's
brother.
like friend, but like, don't you have to be Italian to
I don't
use
think
it?
so.
No, it's not one of those.
Not one of those. But it's not like, going to Italy and then understand like, oh, where you're from, the culture, because all you see, especially like growing up when I was a kid, everyone wanted to be a gangster. That was like, oh, you're Italian? Oh yeah, you must be in the mob. I didn't like it's so ridiculous.
Right, right.
You know, they talk like Jersey Shore talk. It's, you know, if you're from like Addison, oh, forget it.
Yeah. Oh, I know guys. I know guys in high school that played along with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you must be in the mob or whatever, and they'd sit there and be like, yeah, I know some people.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
shit, you know. But they'd be like,
course.
they'd be like, oh, these people think I'm badass. I'll play along with it.
Yeah. But that's what I don't understand. Like, that's not cool. Like, I'm
It's
not
not cool.
proud
I
to
mean,
be
it's-
like,
it's high school,
oh yeah,
you know.
I'm not proud that, you know, the Italians are like organized crime. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. And what bothers me, I watch a lot of the History Channel, and I'm like looking at, like, they talk about, like, you know, all these mobsters and stuff like that, and what happened back in the day, and then they create like this. They get all this money from whatever they're doing, right, illegally, and then they actually make businesses out of it, like the concrete business and whatever business, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like once you get to that point, why don't you just like stop doing it, just be legit? Like, why can't they just be legit? Why do they have to keep doing all that? It's just like momentum. They just have to keep, you know.
Yeah, greed,
Greed,
You
right?
know?
That's what it is.
At some point, you just go, wait, hang on. We set up a bunch of fronts for laundering money.
Right.
Let's just
Do the front
thing,
and
Yeah.
stay out of jail.
Right.
Like, we got away with it. We have all these businesses now. We're doing like real stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just stop, you know,
Right.
extortion and
I think at
whatever
that
else.
point you're just too deep in the game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like you're Hollywood then.
It'll
right?
be hard
Right.
to pull out of there.
Yeah. Oh, it drives me nuts. Oh man, I can go on forever about that. I just don't get it.
No, keep going.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's get back to jiu-jitsu.
Yep. Dude, there was a funny meme, speaking of like mob. There was a funny meme going on. You know that scene where De Niro is talking to Henry Hill as a kid, and he's like, always keep your mouth shut and never rat out your friends. You know, there's like a bunch of jujitsu ones going around, like, always show up to jujitsu and never stop training. He's like, but I thought you'd be mad. I got heel hooked.
Of course.
Which is funny because it's like, it means the same thing.
Right.
Always keep your mouth shut and never rat out your friends.
Right. Exactly.
Saying the same thing twice.
Same thing twice.
I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Goodfellas,
Yeah.
based on a true story.
Yeah.
Didn't look good for the Italians though,
No, it didn't.
Or the Irish.
or the Irish.
Yeah, right.
He was half Irish, half Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And De Niro was full Irish in the
Yeah,
movie, right?
Conway, right?
Jimmy Conway.
yeah.
Jimmy Conway.
That's right.
Jimmy
But
the
De Niro-
Gent. Yeah.
Jimmy the Gent. Like, De Niro played the best, like, stare. Like, when that music came on, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In the bar. When he's in the bar and he's just smoking that cigarette and he just winces his eye.
Yeah.
I like that dude's.
Yeah. There's so many good
the
scenes.
The best De Niro ever looked was like right there when he's just everything just came together in that scene. Such a good.
I was always battling between him and Pacino, but for some reason De Niro always comes on top.
Yeah,
on
I
my
agree.
list. Yeah, always. He has
Does-
something.
When that dude and his wife walk in with the mink
The mink,
coat,
yeah.
and just that scene, I don't get rid of it. Get rid of it.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to those guys. Like, those guys just, like, after those movies, they were so great. You know, Joe Pesci.
They're making a new one.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're
making a
one
new
with Pesci.
Goodfellas?
No. They're making one about. Think about Jimmy Hoffa. About the.
They did a Hoffa movie with.
Yeah, but I think they're doing right now. It's called. I heard you paint houses or something like. It's going to be De Niro, Pesci, all these guys. Yeah, it's about.
I don't understand why they
Is
do.
it going to
like,
be a good mob movie, or is it going to be like
There
one of
better
these
be,
like
I mean, with
funny kind of like, hey,
I mean,
I hope it's not.
we're
bad.
old
Pesci.
school mobsters.
Pesci,
Yeah.
man, he's like the guy's like, yeah, he can play mobster, but he's also funny. Like in Casino, man,
Oh,
he pulls
yeah.
so
Oh,
many
yeah.
great scenes.
Yeah. Well, Casino is a great movie.
Yeah,
for
when he
sure.
was talking to the banker about like his investment money, return.
Yeah, but then he plays like, you know, he's in Home Alone as like the dunce like burglar.
Right,
Like, come
right.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like. He's in so many weird, and same with De Niro and Pacino. Like, all of a sudden they start playing these really ridiculous roles that are just
Yeah.
like I don't know. I don't agree with that. I mean, although I do like Meet the Fockers.
Yeah,
That-
that was
That was
great.
good. Yeah.
And De Niro played great in that. But then there's some movies that he plays. You're like, really? Why'd you take that role? You don't really need the money. You don't
Yeah.
need the exposure. You're Robert De Niro. Like,
Yeah.
You just bored. You're like, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, they got to work, right?
don't
Not
do-
everything can be a Goodfellas.
I mean, I don't think they have to work. Not like to do stupid movies. Like he does some ridiculous movies.
People are bored, dude.
I guess maybe.
Well, what do you want them to do?
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Exactly. See, you're looking at it from the mindset of a jiu-jitsu player, where it's like, why would he waste his time doing that stupid movie when he could be on the mat training?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like, you don't know.
He's got
These
the
guys are
money.
fucking on their couch going, "Shit, I wish there was something to do." Yeah, I'll do that movie.
Yeah, I'll do exactly.
But there's many guys now, right? Into jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of
celebrities.
actors, like a lot of celebrities.
Just
yeah.
follow Higa Machado. He posts them all.
Keanu. Keanu looks like he's getting deep in the game. There's there's like memes of Keanu training.
Yeah,
all the
but I
time.
think that's old. I don't think he's still doing it.
I think he's like.
Is he blue belt yet?
I
I've
don't
never seen a
know,
blue
I
belt
didn't-
around Keanu's waist.
I don't know. I know the Ashton
Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher.
He's a purple belt.
Oh, purple belt.
Yeah.
He's purple belt now?
That's right.
Wow.
Challenge match.
Challenge round, yeah.
Let's go.
No problem.
Fight to win.
Yeah, I'll do fight to win. Me
I'll
and
do
Ashton.
fight to win against Ashton.
Oh, you
for
will?
sure. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you would, huh?
I think I would. He's big though.
Yeah,
It's a big kid.
It's a big guy.
That
What's his
dude's
name?
220 probably.
Vince Vaughn. Is he?
I'll do
he's
Vince
also-
Vaughn. He's my
a-
age, right?
Vince Vaughn's a blue belt.
Yeah, he's a blue belt.
Okay, I'll fight Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of a weight difference, but
A little
I
bit.
think there's. I think you got a cardio edge there.
I think I do have the cardio on him. I think so.
He just did the right thing.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. May I get him out here for a fight to win?
Yeah. I think Vince Vaughn will put a Marlboro Red out with his flip flops and then walk on stage.
For sure. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of good guys. A lot of. I mean, I think it's important that celebrities that Higa Machado does that stuff just
It's
to kind
good
of
for
promote
sport.
it.
It's good for sport. For sure.
Bieber, is he training? I think Bieber. Yeah, I think Bieber's
hope
training.
not. I hope not.
Michael Jackson's son, Blanket
That's his name.
That's his name.
Blanket Jackson, I believe so.
Is
Yes,
that real?
Yeah, it is real.
Come on,
I think he's training.
Blanket. That's
Yeah.
a boy's name.
I think so.
That's so weird. That can't be.
I hope he doesn't have anyone
I think
named
so.
Pillow or something.
What do you look it up?
I think I have to look it up now.
Like,
Oh man.
Well, Chris Martin from Coldplay, isn't his daughter's name is Apple or
Oh
something?
yeah, Apple's not bad. I can
Better
get,
than
I can get on
Blanket.
board with Apple, but
Can you?
Blanket, yeah, Blanket, no, Blanket, that's a weird one. But Bruce Willis has a bunch of weird names for all of his kids. Like all his kids are got some strange names.
Die Hard.
Yeah, that hard guy.
Die Hard names.
Yeah. Blanket Jackson.
Blanket.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Damn. But he's doing jiu-jitsu. Oh, good for him. Maybe we'll get a. What's blanket in how do you say it in
Serbian?
in Portuguese? Do you know?
I don't know.
You didn't learn any Portuguese?
I did learn, yeah, but
you don't
it's
know.
not
that word.
far.
Not that word.
Can you speak it?
Portuguese?
Yeah.
No.
Just
I
like-
speak Serbian. Yeah.
Yeah, but just a couple words here and there.
Yeah,
or no?
I can understand some because it's somewhat similar to Spanish that I learned with my daughter's mom.
Yeah,
so
okay.
but that's about it.
I could kind of, not really, but like I know what Maneko's saying sometimes when he's yelling.
I don't know.
Wada. That's like go, let's go.
I don't think that's a word. I think it's just
It's just like a
he's
sound.
Just yelling. Yeah, he's
He's just making a sound.
Yeah, he just makes sounds.
Butapon
Yeah.
or something. That's
don't know.
very good.
I have no idea. what he's saying.
Yeah.
I just
could kind of pick up on
I just
that.
know when he's yelling at me to move and just got to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll obviously he'll say stuff.
We do something, he goes, aye.
Yeah.
That's, yes.
I love when he does that. That's a good. That's a good.
See?
When you hear that,
See,
you're like, oh,
I
yeah.
could speak.
But there's something about when we get coached, like even if it's just a gym roll, and we're just rolling, and Maneko's just walking around the room, just analyzing everyone's roll. And he just picks someone out and he starts coaching them randomly. It doesn't matter whose side. He just starts picking, and all of a sudden the intensity. Like if I'm rolling against, like say Christina, and he starts coaching her, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Like we're just going. All of a sudden, her intensity just elevates, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna get real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah,
He starts
whoever-
coaching, and it just, it's really cool to kind of get that feeling because you kind of, it doesn't go to comp mode, but it gets pretty close.
I do that. I do that in my school. I a lot of times when there's time for them to roll, I'll roll. But sometimes I'll sit on the side and watch what they're doing and tell them, do this, do that,
Right,
do that,
right.
move this. Tell the other guy to do this. Just try to coach them right there. Try to get more so for competitions to for them to get used to listening.
Yeah.
When you're yelling
Yeah,
against the crowd, always keep one ear open, save one ear for me, so you
Although
can hear me.
I hear, and this is what I can mess me up during comp, because Mineko would yell at me to do something, and I'm like, well, this guy just heard, like the guy I'm fighting, like just heard him, tell him grab this, grab that, and I'm like, well, he knows it's coming now,
But sometimes,
Right?
Sometimes you already have the position, but you might not see it from that angle of you fighting
Right.
or whatever it is, like all the rumble and
Right.
adrenaline. He sees it, and he will tell you, and doesn't matter if you're or not. You will just
it'll just go.
Yeah.
Because he wanted me to do a omoplata, and I'm like, and I went to do the omoplata, but the guy was already
Yeah, I heard,
defending
yeah.
it because he yelled it out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, he's. Like sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like I wish I spoke.
When he
I wish
yells
I spoke
something-
Portuguese. So because most people I fight don't speak Portuguese, so it's almost like I wish I could learn Portuguese. So this way he could just yell to me in Portuguese,
Yeah.
so I could just do it.
Today
I
was,
give a nod. Like
Dude,
I'll give
yeah.
I'll acknowledge what he just said, and he
Right.
knows I heard him, and he knows I know that it's there, and
Right,
blah,
right.
blah, but I'm
And not doing it instantly.
and he won't yell again after
Okay.
that.
Oh,
You're
I
keeping
see.
it like
Right? Yeah.
Well, it's
You
kind
gotta-
of because I know the other guy hears.
for sure.
It's just because Mineko's loud.
today. We had one of our girls fighting for Ezekiel choke from the half guard when the girl
Yeah.
started turning. Same thing. She had the arm right there, everything, and even the girl probably heard it.
Right.
Just like sneaked that in, boom, from the top, finished that. That was it.
Yeah.
Nice.
You coach a lot of times will. It's a different, it's a different mentality when you start coaching. Once you start having your own students and start coaching, you really open a different dimension in your head. You really got to turn into a coach, not
Yeah.
just being there. Somebody like, oh yeah, this is how you do omoplata. This is how you do. You got to really, blend in with your students, and I can try to be there. Try to really help them during the match. Like I think
Right.
it's not just being confused. Do that. And there's
Right.
guys like, oh, which way do I turn? It's
Right,
like which
right.
Yeah.
which way is left? So pretty much. So
I just need somebody yelling, breathe. That's all I need. Hey, just stand there and every 4 or 5 seconds yell, breathe. That's all I need you to do.
That's true. I mean, I'm surprised at your level though, Paul. You still get you stop breathing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it takes to win by points.
But Paul's good for the first match, but then the second match, that's it. He can't get it together. That second one.
Yeah. I'm like fought out at
That's
that
it.
point.
He's so spent after his first match. He gives it so much. He's just like, I said, I'm done. I'm like, wait, you got 4 more matches. Where you going? Stop. Good.
I'm happy.
I'm good. I won my first.
I
I'm
know.
good.
I want that like 2-man bracket, dude. That everybody in the fucking world seems to get except for me. Like every
we
time I
still
enter a
masters.
competition, there's like, oh, there's 17 guys in
Yeah.
your bracket. It's like, God damn it.
Wait another 10 years. You'll get
exactly.
there, Paul.
I want to beat one dude and get gold, like everybody else.
Oh, you're too young, Paul. It's too young, man.
So, you like multiple matches, Bronco?
But yeah, I mean, it's you don't want to really go over there. I mean, I don't know if for one match, like I feel like
Yeah.
they wasted. Like I don't know.
For sure.
I want to get out there and test myself. I
agree.
Jiu-jitsu, yes. If you go on competing at adults in the world, and you're like at the level of the guys like 20 something, doing full-time jiu-jitsu training a couple times a day, don't have to worry about families, finances and stuff like that. That's only their job is to train jiu-jitsu. I get it, like they're getting different perspective on the competition. For me, I go there, I want to test myself. I want to see, of course, everybody go with intention to win, but it's also important to test myself. I want to go against that guy, and this thing, against that guy, So, absolute too. I mean, I like absolute division too. It's fun, I mean, it's tough, but it's because I'm lightweight, but it's fun,
Try being light feather.
My feather, it's even more fun.
Sucks. No, it was. I had fun. I like doing the absolute as well.
Yeah, it's there. I fought last time in Chicago, 2014. Yeah, last time I competed I fought division and absolute too. So it was good. I got beat by one of the Marks guys. What's his name? Icebeck.
Oh, Icebeck. Yeah.
Icebeck. Yeah, he beat
Tough
me in the
dude.
final. Yeah, he's a great judo guy.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a tough guy.
You didn't stand up with him, did you?
I analyzed his game. Like I said, before you see the match, I was like, okay, he's judo guy. I'm not going to let him play his game. So,
Right.
And he's probably like 20 pounds on me, 25 pounds on me.
Yeah.
So, I had to play a little smarter, but he still beat me. So it's good, like you learn from every match, just another experience. Get out there and do the best you can do, So that's about it, But yeah, definitely like to challenge myself, and right now the time has come to do that again, and get out there and try to compete as much as I can.
Yeah, competing is, I love it.
Keep doing it, man.
I mean, I'm going to
keep doing
for
it
for sure. Next Chicago Open out there. Well, when's the Austin one? Is that in the summer? Is that soon?
It's June or July, I forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the belt promotion?
I think so.
Okay. We'll have to check it out then. Might as well.
Yeah.
Be worth it. Austin.
Why
I've never
not?
been to Austin.
It's a cool college town.
Oh, is it? It's a college
Texas,
town?
yeah. I mean, it's not a small town, but I mean, it's not huge.
Okay.
It's nice.
I heard only good things about Austin.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
That's like
nice.
the place to be. If you go to Texas, that's where you got to go.
Well, that's a bunch of hipster liberals telling you that.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because Austin is like, hey man, free spirit kind of safe space part of Texas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah. There'd be no NASCAR going on there.
No.
There'd be a lot of like micro brews, man, and
Oh, I
stuff
see.
like that.
Like Wicker Park.
Yeah, it's the Wicker Park of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I
Wicker
get it.
Park.
Yeah.
I like that.
Is that right, Bronco?
Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah,
I like that.
exactly.
I like that definition.
Okay. That makes sense.
Wicker
That makes
Park.
sense.
Right.
Well, still, it'd be fun.
Why not?
Yes.
Plus, seeing different looks, It's really kind of neat.
And more competition, of course, more experience, more routine. Just becomes natural like everything else, So that's the only way to do it, I mean, I know what I'm looking at the next competition. I mean, I know it's going to be a tough one because after 4 years, but,
Just got to get the rust off, right?
Yeah. That's the way to do it. Same thing on jiu-jitsu, cannot take 5 months off and they'll show up, think it's going to smash everyone. That's not going to happen. They're going to destroy you. Same thing as this, you got to keep consistent, keep training, and, competing, and, results are going to come up. So.
And different coastlines and different areas, the Midwest, you have a certain jiu-jitsu scene, West Coast, East Coast, South, it's a different jiu-jitsu scene.
And a different air.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the air, man. The guys, when they come from Florida here, they can't breathe. They try training, they can't breathe.
Really?
When we go into Florida, I can't breathe. I mean, even that I lived down there for 12 years, the humidity sucks the life out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot do more than two
Like
sparring.
heavier air.
I mean, there's no air. Robson doesn't turn on AC in the middle of the summer in Florida.
Right.
And it's like 150 degrees, I think, humid. I mean, two sparring, I'm done. I lost probably 10 pounds in water.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's tough. I mean, once you live there and you get used to it, it's fine. It becomes, but when you
Right,
jump
get
in
used to
from
it.
the plane and go there,
Yeah. It's got to be.
where are my lungs at, It's like, it's tough, It's tough. It's a different. And the same thing happened to Rodrigo last week when he came here, or 2 weeks ago. Same thing. He said, man, I can't breathe. I feel like I never trained in my life. It's just like the cold air, I guess, shut him down. It's something about changing those
You got to
climates. and
acclimatize to the
Yep.
environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see guys doing their, like McGregor does his fight camps wherever they're fighting. He moves there 6 weeks beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what we're talking right now when we go to Worlds. And in June, for him and another guy, we're probably going to go there at least a couple days before the tournament to acclimatize, and you cannot get straight out of plane, and go fight. It's just like you could, but you're going to have a stacked division. It's like you're going to have a bunch of fights. So you need to be like as prepared, as relaxed, as like acclimatized as you can.
The only thing I don't like about competition is that you can't warm up. Like, it's not, you just can't warm up enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you need multiple matches. Like, that first match is your warm up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Paul? It's like, I can't warm up on those mats. I'm just not in my
No,
element.
hands are cold.
Hands are
Like-
freezing. I keep my shoes and my socks on so my feet will hopefully sweat a little bit so I get like sticky so I'm not sliding on the mat. It's really, that's the only thing that's, especially in Vegas, it was freezing in that convention center. So cold.
Oh, and I hate that.
And then they have these huge mats where, that you can warm up. But at the Chicago Open, there's no warm up area. You're on concrete.
Yeah, there was a little bit on the side, but no mats. I don't remember. There's no mats. Yeah,
Like I'm just right before my match. I'm doing like stretching out on the concrete.
Yeah,
I'm like this.
That's.
Whatever. What are you gonna do?
I mean, for money that they charge, you think they should put some mats?
Just put a mat down.
Yeah.
Now I gotta bring like a mat with me, like a yoga mat or something. Roll that up. I don't know.
What do you need to do? What do you need to do on the ground?
I just need to stretch
exactly?
out. I need to really stretch, like get my back stretched out because I don't want to injure myself.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, you don't stretch before you leave the house, as far as
no, because my match is at 3:00 in the afternoon.
You roll out of bed and over to the.
Do you want to get out of bed in the morning?
No, I mean, like you just go straight there.
Yeah.
Like knowing that there's no mat to stretch on, you wouldn't stretch at your house.
No, because I'm hours. Because I go there. I went there in the morning because people were fighting. So I went like early in the morning to watch, and then my match is not till like 3 in the afternoon or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
What are you gonna do? So you gotta just wait and then hopefully stay warm enough in that convention center, and then do a quick little stretch out. I'm not worried about getting injured during my comp. It's afterwards. It's like, oh man, I didn't stretch, so now my neck is all goofed up. You know what I mean? It's just like because you didn't warm up enough.
Yeah, when you don't even know what happened and you just feel like
you just feel exactly.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. So come on, IBJJF, throw some mats down.
There's no room.
There's plenty of room.
You think so?
Yeah.
How much mat space are we talking about here, Zito?
I don't know. They could mat the whole area where the bullpen is.
Yeah, and then I mean, I see then 60 people on it, and like you can't even get a little square of it.
I mean, is there any room in the upper hallway or
There
something?
is room up there, I'm sure.
Yeah, Mark Vivas is up there running
He's up
around.
there running. Yeah, he is.
That's what you need to do to warm up. Yeah,
I'm not a runner. I don't know.
yeah, but
I
you're
need
trying to
stretch.
get warm.
I just need stretching. So I'm just going to bring a yoga mat. Get a yoga
Maybe you should
mat.
bring a heated blanket.
That's not a bad idea either. Yeah.
Zito walking out there takes his gloves off. He's got gloves and a winter cap.
I'll come full snowboard attire.
Right.
There you go.
Need to warm up.
That's
Yeah.
it. Boots and all.
Stay
Paul.
warm. Stay warm, baby.
Come in like full gear.
Or like that Milwaukee, Milwaukee, the construction brand. They make like sawzalls and stuff like that. But they also have
Warming
vest.
vest. A warming vest?
They have a vest and a jacket that takes a 12-volt Milwaukee battery.
Of course.
And heats it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a solution.
There you go, Zito.
Yeah. Heat it
Gotta
up.
stay warm. Gotta keep your back warm.
Hey, man. Give it 10 years, Paul.
I know. I hear you. I don't need to give it 10 years. I already know.
Yeah.
I think I have more miles on my body than you do.
Probably. You work definitely a different job than I do.
Yeah. Stupid. I should have quit construction a long time ago.
Do it with me, man. I'm
Yeah.
doing it this month. So It's never late, man. It's just too much.
So what else is up with you, Bronco? You got Master Worlds coming up. That's your competitive goal, and you're possibly looking at expanding the gym.
Yeah, I have a contract I think till next year, August. So about year and a few months. I think it's enough time to look in the area. I don't want to go really too far.
Okay.
I try to minimize the loss of students. Especially the kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
Try to look somewhere around, but like I said, maybe now when opening more classes and adding more classes, maybe that's gonna, take the load off the night classes and my workout a little bit better. Maybe don't need to change space. We'll see.
Right.
Maybe I have to improvise. Because some nights, like I said, it's getting really busy right there. On the mats, it's like a lot of traffic over there.
How many students do you have now?
Between kids and adults, looking about 80.
Nice.
80 students, so it's way better than zero.
For sure.
So how did you see it grow over the 4 years? Was it a consistent 20 people per year kind of gradual, or was it like just the last year we doubled?
It's a little bit of everything. It's hard to tell. Like I said, I try to learn as I go. At the beginning, I didn't do any contracts. Even now, I try to stay away from contracts, because I don't think, it's from the business perspective. Yeah, it's great. You lock them in, you don't care if they're going to, you know what I'm talking about.
Right,
but
exactly.
at the same time, like the guy doesn't want to train, it's like,
Yeah, you don't want to keep them.
Somebody else. I mean,
Yeah,
a
hardly.
lot of guys can't, went through the gym, passed through the gym, but like the core is growing. That's what I care about. The core of good guys, good competitors, good people.
Yeah.
I never had a single incident in school for 4 years. Never a single incident as far as guys getting an altercation or anything like that. Bad words or anything like that. Nothing. Super nice atmosphere. No problems. I don't really tolerate bullshit in my school. So
Yeah.
I'll kick that out right away. Even with the kids.
Yeah.
Kids could be worse than adults.
For sure, the kids can. be
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
So
Kids are tough. I listen after the kids class. Kids in our school go to the back that locker room, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you kids talking about?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let these kids just talk. But I'm like, do you see I'm right here? I'm thinking to myself, how old do they think I am? Like, I'm just thinking they think I'm probably one of the kids.
Right.
And I'm just like, how are they talking like this to each other? I'm just standing right here. Like, there's an adult in the room. Like, if I was that young
Right.
and there was an adult in the room, fuck no, I'm not talking like that.
Yeah.
Like, these kids, like, are,
new generation.
wow. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, what the mouth on these kids?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
New generation of parenting, man.
Wow.
too. Yeah. they
I
just
had
get
to tell a few parents not to bring their kids anymore.
Really?
Yeah. it's
One bad
just-
apple, right?
You don't need that, man.
No.
You don't need that. I mean, their problem doesn't need to be my problem or other
Exactly.
people's problem. I
Right.
try to help and everything, but sometimes it's
tough.
you
teaching
can't.
kids
No.
hard.
I'm not their parent. I try to be their coach and everything, but everything starts from home. I mean, if the parents are not backing you up, you're losing the battle for sure.
Yeah.
You're just gonna look bad. So, here's your money. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's your
Yeah.
money back. Find someone else. Be someone else's headache. Well,
Yeah.
it's good. Like I said, kids are growing now. They're coming like really strong. Classes are like tough. I have him and another guy helping me with the classes, and it's looking good. And adults, like I said, that's very nice right now. So it's staying busy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the marketing right now we hit something right or what's going on now. It's like more and more and more and more. Now when I was in a tournament, I had another phone call and another email inquiring about the classes. Just
Beautiful.
every day something's going
good.
on. So it's good. That's why I said I gotta stop everything, focus just on this. And change a little bit of a business perspective. Now it's time. The turning point that school, is making money. Now it's time for me to like fully focus on that and have time also for myself to train and go train with some local guys. I talked to Easy today.
Oh, nice.
Reyes.
yeah.
I talked to him today. Probably gonna hit him up.
He's your size, right?
He's a little bit bigger. I mean,
Is he a little bigger?
He's
Middleweight.
middle,
he's
yeah,
middle? Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's
middleweight.
right.
But he's a good guy. He's always invite me to ref and stuff like that. We have pretty good relationship. So I told him probably gonna hit him up with the next month or so.
Yeah.
Start training. I need that. I need the black belt training.
Of course.
That's very important.
Of course. Super important.
Very important. Black belt training is different. It's
Yeah.
different. That's when you really. I used to measure myself on the purple before Worlds. If I go against Robson 6 minutes, he'll destroy me on points. But if he doesn't submit me, I know nobody's going to submit me in the purple belt division in my weight.
Right.
I was like, I'm good now.
Right.
I feel good, So I was like,
Yeah.
that was like a measurement for me. Like it's like destroy me, moving left, right, but like no submission. I was like, good, I'm good now.
Yeah.
I know I'm ready, So it's like that's why I need the black belt training, So like I said, I had to be patient. I had to be doing what I did, And now it's the time to fully commit to jiu-jitsu, It's something that I really like enjoying.
Yeah.
So everything else, I really don't care.
Your shirts are cool. I like those shirts.
Thanks. Yeah.
Very bold Northside.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, that's one of my students, Henry, designed
Did he?
the logo. Not the logo, but this kind of I guess logo for the t-shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, I want something plain, like
Clean.
something,
Simple.
but something clean. Yeah,
Yeah.
simple. I don't like too many like
Right.
things, and it's just like simple that's
No.
gonna just says
Good
our
stuff.
name and that it's gonna look good actually. So
Yeah.
he did a really great job.
Yeah, it's a really good job.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll bring you some next time. I was in the tournament. I
Yeah,
have
no.
none with me, but
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
bring you
Well,
guys
you know,
some.
we're definitely gonna stop by for the open mat.
Yeah,
Friday's a good night to stop by.
Whenever you guys
Yeah.
like, doors are open all the time.
Heck yeah.
And a lot of my students, him and it's probably like 5 or 6 of you. they have keys to the academy. I know a lot of guys don't do that, but I trust these guys. They treat them like a family. Like they want to go lift over there, if they want to drill and roll, do whatever you want. You want to train more? Here you go. Here's the keys. I'm unable. I was unable. I was at work. You want to train? You want to go hit the weights? You want to do stretching? Whatever you want to do, roll around. Here you go.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't want to tell you like, oh, school's closed. You cannot train.
Right.
It's like, here you go. Like make the best out of it. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that new thing that they're putting up on Fight Pass called like Quintet 1 or something like that?
What is that?
It's this new series on Fight Pass. It's like it's so weird. It's like teams. It's like sambo team, jiu-jitsu team, a wrestling team. It's like 4 different teams all fighting against each other. It's like 20-man tournament. It's weird. Oh, that's it. It's judo, jiu-jitsu, sambo,
Wrestling.
and wrestling. Yeah, it's so weird. But Josh Barnett's in it. Craig Jones is in it. It's weird. But
So Josh Barnett would be representing wrestling and
yeah, it's called. And
Craig. Okay.
here's the name of it. That's all about it. I just saw it on it was, they do the promotions on Fight Pass. It's really interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Never,
It's gonna be-
never heard of it.
Never heard of that. Yeah,
No.
they just started doing it here. It's that's what it's called.
Quintet.
It's at 1.
This is Sakuraba.
Yeah, Sakuraba.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. So I guess I don't know if the sambo guys are gonna fight. Like they're all gonna fight each other. The judo versus
It's a grappling team survival match.
right.
I don't know. Might
Interesting.
be something interesting,
What was the rule set for grappling games today? Is there like heel hooks and no-gi and stuff like that?
Honestly, I didn't check that because
Yeah.
I didn't have any black belts competing or any high levels competing. But they were allowed in jump guards for white belts.
Jump guard.
Yeah, you could have jump guard. Kids.
Scary.
Kids were
scary for
allowed
white
Ezekiel
belts.
choke, so that would be like another change.
Yeah.
Kids were allowed Ezekiel choke. Stuff like the jumping guard is a little scary.
scary.
Yeah.
How do you feel about heel hooks?
I see that Instagram.
How do I feel
meme.
about heel hooks?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game changer. I mean, just look what happened within the last, I don't know, 3 years, maybe 5 years, when all these guys start coming up with the EBI and all these sub-only matches with the leg lockers and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, it's definitely, I like it a lot. Like I never spend enough time. Probably now with more time, I will spend time messing around with that. But like never really spend that much time with the no-gi leg locks and stuff like that. Like heel hooks and like that level. I'm talking
Right.
like Danaher guys. Like, I mean, like I said, I train with Alex, and I mean his leg lock game is just like a different level.
Alexander.
Rajic, It's like
Is he the best leg locker in the city?
I would say so.
Yeah?
I would say so. Yeah,
That's
I would
what
definitely
I've been hearing.
I will put my money on him.
Right.
Yeah. If I have to put my money, I'll put my money on him.
Yeah.
It's definitely a top-notch grappler in, probably for me, I think it's one of the best leg lockers in the city.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, his no-gi game is sick.
Yeah.
Sick, yeah.
And if you're trying to get into the heel hook game, that's a good guy to be friends with, right?
Yep. That's exactly. He has mats in his basement. I know where he lives. So I know.
That's
I know where
serious.
to find him.
Yeah.
That's serious. You got mats in your basement. You're good.
Yeah.
And a dummy, right?
Does he have a grappling dummy?
I'm not sure what he. I know. I'm not 100% if he has a grappling dummy. I know he has some weights and some.
Let's just say he
machines on
does.
Okay. Just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he does.
He's the Eddie Cummings of Chicago.
There you go.
Right. Eddie Cummings, he destroys grappling dummies.
there. Really?
Yeah, he like builds them and then
Beats them up.
reps on them so much they rip apart.
That's the Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
like I really, I don't know. I've never liked the aspect of now that they go battles back and forth, between Gordon Ryan and whatever the guys from Marcelo Garcia, I forgot his name.
Dylan
Dennis, and all these guys that remind me like just go and fight, man. Come on, there's no.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like building audience, building the name, to get more
Just-
followers, to
that's
get more
what it is.
money.
That's what it
Man,
is.
I
That's
fucking hate it. Sorry, man.
It's annoying.
It's
It's
annoying.
It's just like I hate it, man. Like it's really like
That's
can
true.
you just be humble and just destroy everyone? That's,
Yeah.
that's
Can't you-
that's
can't
the
you
guy.
be Hodger Gracie?
Yes, that's the guy I
That's,
want to.
you know what I mean? Hodger,
Well, here's the
Hodger
thing.
Gracie doesn't talk shit.
I know.
Just
I
goes
know.
out there and takes your back and chokes
Exactly.
you. That's it.
That's exactly the guy I wanna look after. The guy, humble guy, comes over there, doesn't say nothing, just demolishes everyone.
Yeah.
Goes home. Thank you. Bye.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you got to be in this world.
You know,
I
but
couldn't
like,
agree with you more. You know,
but here comes the
but-
but because he's a Connor fan.
I'm not.
He's a huge Connor fan.
Where's the dolly?
It's not that I'm a Connor fan. Like I get what these guys are doing. You know what I mean? Like look who's the brashest guy in jiu-jitsu? Gordon Ryan?
Yeah,
Probably, right?
probably, yeah.
Okay. Who just signed a gi deal for $100,000?
Gordon Ryan.
Gordon Ryan did. Yeah.
You think
because
that's
he
why?
has X amount of followers on Instagram, and Flow Grappling writes an article about him every 16 minutes,
Yeah.
and nobody shuts up about him because he's constantly, he
He blew up.
But I don't think that playing that role, like who wouldn't give a gi contract to Hodger Gracie or Crone or any of those
yeah.
guys? I mean, those guys they're all top notch.
Yeah.
Here's the difference.
What?
They're not getting $100,000 for a contract, though. He is. Why? Because he's going to push the product out there. Why? Because he has so many followers and so many eyeballs on him.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
And he has the talk. I mean, realistically speaking, he has the talk. He can,
gets old.
yeah,
Right.
he can pump the vibe about it. But
Right.
I just don't like that. I mean,
I agree
I
with-
would not be good at that. Put it that way.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not my personality either.
Yeah,
right. That's why you guys don't like him. Because you know you
I
can
don't
never pull
dislike
it
him.
off.
I mean, I just think
Gordon Ryan?
that
Yeah.
Or Connor.
Gordon.
No, I like Connor. Gordon Ryan.
I like
I
that,
like.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I really love
I'm just
his
not.
game.
I'm not
I
a fan.
follow him.
I'm just not a fan of that style. Like I
Just-
like
Yes.
being humble, man.
Same
That's
thing,
all. You could be the best in the world and not be a weirdo.
I agree with you 100%. Like, I prefer the stoic over the cocky guy.
Yeah. Right.
Personally.
Like
That's-
AJ,
that's
we
me.
talk about like when we were growing up, he was
Yeah.
different. Now he's like, I don't know if he's doing.
that's just
because
embarrassing.
I don't know if he's just doing to pump up the fights and
Right.
stuff. But it's like, man, come on, why?
Right.
Go over there. You still have, you have your name already. So
Right.
just like keep competing, keep doing what you're doing. Just no need for trash talk.
So you think the people out there? There's more people out there that gravitate towards the Gordon Ryan and the Dylan
No.
Dannons,
No.
and that type of like vibe, as opposed to like the Hodger Gracie vibe. Is that what you're thinking?
No, what I'm saying is, like, do you know how many people hate Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
More people hate him than like him, but he sells the most tickets because people tune in either to
Watch him
see him
lose.
get knocked out or, it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think people are like? They
I'm
want
saying
Gordon
if you
Ryan to lose.
play a heel, you get more money.
I mean,
The thing with AJ is he's trying to play a heel and he's awful at it, and it just comes out as embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, he had some rough time.
Yeah.
The black belt division. I mean, I still,
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I still like him as a friend, but sometimes he needs like just to stick with jiu-jitsu a little bit more.
Who's your favorite grappler out there?
Right now,
Yeah.
favorite grappler. I mean, man, I like what Gordon Ryan is doing. I mean, he's just like, he has a bigger guy and stuff like that, but like, you're talking about just like a general jiu-jitsu?
Yeah,
or,
jiu-jitsu. I mean, because
I'm going to have to go with Hobson. That's like,
Hobson's your guy. Yeah, okay, besides him.
no, besides Hobson, Bruno Malfacini,
Okay.
or actually, yeah, Bruno Malfacini and Rafa Mendes.
Yeah.
Rafa Mendes is a different level.
Yeah.
It's a different level for sure. And
sure.
I cannot wait to afford a little bit to go to Cali and just train. I know he charges a lot, but it probably will be worth it to train with him and his team. I mean, it's just like everyone that went over there and says like, man, it's a different animal. It's a different animal. I mean, I was JT Torres said one time that he's going through the whole Atos camp, Worlds camp. I mean, that's Galvao's cool, and everybody else get together for a Worlds camp. He goes, and I think it's a week. and he goes the whole week without getting submitted. And rolling with JT, Andre Galvao, Keenan, bunch of other black belts that come from Brazil or from other schools to train in their camp. I mean, Rafa is he's a featherweight.
Yeah.
No,
Competed at featherweight, but
yes,
he
it is
probably weighs
featherweight,
around 155 now.
Still, that's a lot lighter
He's
than
still
Galvao.
way lighter than all those
And
guys you
Keenan,
mentioned. Yeah.
JT's a lightweight, middleweight. His fight's a lightweight, right? JT Torres.
Yeah, but
He's probably
walks
walking
around
about
it.
180.
Yeah, 180.
Yeah.
So
So,
he doesn't get submitted.
no, the whole week he goes through the camp, doesn't get submitted. The guy is a freaking. I mean, it's something else.
Yeah, so no excuses, Zito. I don't want to hear this guy's bigger than me. Wah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just like that guy. Yeah. Fuck. You compare me to him. Thank you very much. I can aspire to be like that. But,
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
Geez, I mean, that's just incredible.
Yes,
I mean,
that's.
so you think he's like the GOAT? Yeah.
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 Incredible.
I mean, it's the guy's.
It's
different animal.
yeah. It sucks that we only get to see like 20-second clips of him beating up his students on Instagram now.
Yeah.
It's
know,
so good.
I
His
know.
Instagram
It really is
the
I
one of the
mean,
best.
And some of the stuff that he does, it's just like you just scratch your head. It's like, how I never thought about that. You know,
Right.
it's like
His movement is just
his new back tech from Turtle that he just showed. You've seen one that he rolls around, takes backs, and stuff. It's like,
unreal. It's incredible.
geez, man, it's like a lot of things to practice. A lot of things to
never
work on.
ends.
Yeah, never ends.
Never ends.
Just like just when you thought you learned something, there's
Do you
something
think he'll ever
new.
compete again
Who, Rafa? I don't think he needs anymore. I mean, what's
for the fans?
Oh, maybe if somebody pays him good, I guess some super fights and stuff like that. But I don't see
That's
him.
what I'm talking about. Super fights. Yeah, I
I
don't
really-
want to see him in worlds or anything like that. I
yeah,
want to see him
I mean,
like
yeah.
Andre Galval's in super fights. And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
ADCCs. He was still doing ADCC under Galvao, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he just did it.
Yeah.
No, he did a super fight at ADCC.
Like with the cyborg, right?
with
or no?
with
Who
that
was it?
the other big giant dude. Who's that guy? I can't remember. It started with a C. His last name, I can't recall. But
Oh, Kellison's.
yeah,
Claudio.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
Claudio Calances.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
But I don't think he didn't. He
Yeah.
just had the super fight.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, I really would like to see Rafa in the fighting again. But you know, his academy is huge.
Yeah.
When someone he told me Rodrigo told me he has 300 kids or something like that.
And they all got
I mean,
shoulder rolls on.
I mean,
Gangster.
Yeah, that they bought from him.
Luka, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
talk everything about that. Everything. I mean, you couldn't. Nothing better. There's
What?
nothing.
No. The whole package.
The whole package.
Yeah, they do it really good.
Like everyone should just look at that and just try to copy that.
Right.
That's done.
Yeah.
Like there it is.
The only
That
problem with
works.
that is you have to have a twin brother, and you both have to you both have to be multiple-time world champions. That's the only issue.
Yeah. And really smooth guys without like trash talk. So
Right,
that's another
right.
thing. Very humble guys.
Very humble guys.
I mean, I never met him in person. I don't know. I mean,
I've seen him in person
a
at Worlds.
A lot of guys have different opinions about their personality.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not going to say anything because I just never met the guy.
Right.
But you know, he's a humble guy. Goes over there, destroys everyone, goes home. You know, and like I said, he's cool. I think they charge about $300 a month over there in Cali,
Probably.
something like
Sounds
that.
right.
So
Yeah.
it's. I mean, the guy made.
Who's Hafa under?
I'm not sure who he got his black belt under. I'm not 100% sure.
No, we
I
know
don't know.
nothing about
He's
his
in
life.
the Senatus, yeah.
Pull him up on BJJ Heroes.
Yeah, because I
Not now.
why not? I want to.
I know he's affiliated
I
with
remember.
Atos.
I remember, like probably like even 10 years ago, even more. Hobson told me about Mendes brothers. You know, these guys are going to be really good. You know, Mendes brothers.
Yeah.
No, I mean they were. I don't know if they were brown belt, maybe purple belt at the time. I don't know what belt they were. They were not black belts at that time. And he was telling me Mendes brothers, and then he told me that now I'm not 100% sure if he gave them their blue belt or he was there when they received the blue belt or green belt or something like that. But he was there when they were at their start at the beginnings, you know. And then he ended up facing Rafa at the ADCC 2009. I think it was the first time they fought, Hobson and Rafa. Yeah, and you know, it was a good match. It was a gi match, I think. Yeah. and then he went Rafa's way. So yeah. No, Gi was later. 2009 was the first ADC or first match, first time they.
It was Ramon Lemos.
Oh, Ramon Lemos. Okay.
That's who
I forgot his black belt. And
they both did.
yeah.
Under Atos, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's I love to watch their jiu-jitsu, their style.
He's only 28 years old.
Yeah.
That's it. 28. Jesus.
What else do you want him to do?
Yeah, I know, right?
One ADCC
Yeah.
a couple of times, one Worlds a bunch.
I mean, he had a really close match with Marcio Andre. You guys know Marcio Andre?
Yeah.
From Nova União. He's with Gustavo Dantas now in Arizona. He was one of the guys who was living in Abu Dhabi for a while and teaching over there. I mean, great kid. Came from the slums in Brazil, like And I remember his name was coming up because Robson and Gustavo is like Marcio Andre, and he fought Rafa, and it was 10-10. I think it was the last Worlds that Rafa competed, or it was a big tournament. I'm not sure, but I think it's Worlds. And they competed. It was 10-10, and Rafa won by advantage. Wow. He just beat him by advantage. It was a close fight. The kid gave him like a really, really tough time. Like I never seen nobody gets that many points and stuff like that. But the kid is out there for sure. There's a good guys coming from Gustavo's academy. Really good guys. Marcio Andre, Orlando Monteiro, the guy. He was fighting in Chicago Open. He was a black belt. I think he won his division. And then took second in absolute over here. Good, strong guy, strong kid. I mean, kid is they're young. Yeah, they're 20-some. So good work by Gustavo over there in Arizona. Yeah,
Incredible. Man, you gotta love it, right? So you're gonna show us some technique today? Did you bring a gi?
sure. Yeah, I got my gi over there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up and then get some technique in.
Yep.
You gonna show us some technique also? All right. Well, where can people find you?
In Chicago, here at the Irving Park Road, 3317 West Irving Park Road. That's my academy. So my door's always open to everyone. Come over there. Check us out.
What about your website? What is it?
Northside BJJ.com. So
Instagram, same thing.
Instagram,
Northside?
same thing. Northside BJJ. All the stuff. It's pretty easy. There is another Northside BJJ school in Arizona.
Oh, is there?
I was not aware of. I was like, no. I was like, okay, that's kind of odd, but that's okay.
Yeah.
No problem so far.
No.
So yeah, NorthsideBJJ.com. All the info is over there. Like I said, my door's always open to everyone to come train with us. Have some fun.
Awesome.
And that's about it.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you coming out.
Thank you very much, guys, for inviting me, and pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For more information about Grappler Union Podcast, you could visit us at our website at grapplerunion.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Grappler Union. Please like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And all of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel. Say what?
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all that shit. You got to do another take, right? This episode of the Grappler Union Podcast is brought to you by BJJ Tees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.